Welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, Sacrifice. I may not be able to repay you with today's content, but I promise you I will try. So let's get into it. I want to talk briefly, man, about this DJ Akademiks and Lil Baby situation. And I don't really want to talk much about Lil Baby, but I do want to pay homage to him for dealing with this situation in a very intelligent manner, right? He didn't allow himself to be baited by Akademiks like so many young people that we've witnessed in the past. So it's definitely worth paying homage to Lil Baby, right, for being intelligent in this manner. But I want to really discuss DJ Akademiks, man, because chaos doesn't just follow him, right? It's created and monetized by him. And the people most affected by the fallout never share in the profit, right? This episode matters because unchecked behavior reproduces itself. We're watching it happen all over the place. Little Akademiks are starting to show up everywhere. And if this model keeps working, more people will continue to copy it. That's dangerous.
Cause baby, if you got a problem with me, nigga, don't tell your mans you squashing it with me. Don't get on the phone, Rod Wave. I'll squabble up with you, nigga, anywhere, anytime. You ducked it, and then you had your pussy ass assistant. Nigga, I'll squabble with you anytime. Nigga, you scrawny as fuck, nigga. You a drug addict, nigga. Stupid as fuck. What up? I been on that, nigga. You DM me. You DM me where you at. I DM you where I'm gonna be at. You never showed yourself trolling. Nigga, I will wash you anywhere, nigga. Facts. But we squashed it because Rod Wave is a mutual of ours. But don't fake squash it and send your pussy ass drawers holder to ever do nothing. So nigga, when I called you in the morning and I said, bro, you did that? And baby, you gotta respond to it. I don't make this loud. You gotta respond to this. You're gonna either be pussy or you're gonna stand on it and say, I did backdoor that pussy ass thing. You thought it was cool? When I asked you in the morning, you know what you said? So the first thing I said, yo, bro, you know when a nigga came up to me, he said some 4PF shit. You know the first thing you said? Yo, act, chill, act, man, you on that police ass shit. You scared of this 4PF shit. Bet. Cool. I say, yo, nah, baby, like the nigga was. So he's like, act, what? You acting dumb. I said, bro. He said, yo.
We're watching chaos pay and responsibility, man, just about disappear. We got to look at the core patterns, man. Akademiks repeatedly escalate situation by, with his mockery, his public dares, his humiliation, his aggressive language. He instigates. And in this situation, man, he admitted to not knowing what fully happened, but still chose to speak loudly, apply pressure, and force a response, which absolutely disgusts me, man. And if you go back to my last episode, I spoke about that. We come up in a culture that encourages us at a very, very young age. And it teaches us that whenever we're confronted with hostility to either display an equivalent of a hostility or be more fierce. That's the only way that you can survive. And Akademiks understands this. So what he said is, he said, listen, little baby, I'm calling you out publicly. And you got 2 days to respond, so everybody's going to look at you as a chump. Most young people who haven't developed their ability to think yet will do whatever it is to not lose their respect. Because to lose your respect in certain environments is it's really putting yourself in a really bad situation. So we really had to hold him accountable for that, man. The dude is just right out dirty. Right? That's antagonism, man. That's not commentary. Here's a key distinction that matters, man. There's a difference between reporting culture and engineering reactions. I had a young brother want to converse with me, and he was back in academics, and he said, man, academics ain't doing nothing but reporting culture. Nah, that's not what this is. And I had to break it down and explain it to this young brother, man, that this guy is engineering reactions. Being volatile online is profitable today. Volatile is deadly offline, though. That's the association that young people aren't making, man. It's profitable online, but offline, it's a totally different situation. And Akademiks is insulated from all of that. He's detached from the consequences completely, man. Akademiks has openly acknowledged that he does not feel rooted in the communities he's affected. That attachment or detachment shows up as a lack of restraint, a lack of empathy, man, a lack of accountability. Influence without attachment leads to recklessness. We see it in the way that he moved. When you don't live with the outcomes, escalation feels safe. Right? And distance creates courage that wouldn't exist up close. He's not a tough guy by a long shot. And I want to say this, man, why this type of content is dangerous. Research shows it, man. Aggressive media increases aggressive thinking. Sensational conflict content hits hardest amongst youth, the poor, and the neglected. These audiences are less protected, more reactive, and more likely to mirror behavior. The instigator is insulated. The audience absorbs the damage. Right? He's encouraging all of these behaviors. I listened to an interview, man, a little while back of some young guys years ago talking, about Chicago and how academics influenced their behaviors. Man, a lot of those young guys wasn't really like that. But when he came in and they saw the viral moments, they all wanted to be a part of it. So they raced to develop these new ways, to develop a different type of anger, or they were thirsty to make a name for themselves. And what do you expect? They come up in poverty. They don't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of. And their only escape was drill music. And this guy, Akademiks, was placed there to do exactly what he did. I just want to ask the question, man, how is he getting away with it? Here's the hypocrisy, man, that can't be ignored. This man publicly said that he would involve law enforcement if attacked, yet he continues to provoke, threaten, and escalate publicly. That creates a one-sided risk, an unequal exposure. Right? Instigating while protected is not strength. That's weakness, man. And that's why I tell you that I really respect Little Baby for not feeding into it. I pay homage to him, and all of the young boys that carry themselves and move like this should be praised, in my opinion. Because too many times we watch young guys not be able to hold it and feed into it and end up losing their life or end up being sentenced to long prison stays. Right? We cannot claim progress, man, while platforms profit from destabilization. Right? Influencers normalizing hostility, allowing this behavior, man. Like I mentioned, it undermines mentorship. It undermines reform. It undermines real cultural work. This isn't entertainment versus sensitivity, man. This is impact versus indifference. This is just right out crazy, man. We gotta stop the harassment, the threats, this mob behavior. You know what I mean? Because it's like I said, it's been out of hand. It's not getting out of hand. It's been out of hand. The only way that we're going to overcome or counter this influence, man, is to not respond to provokers publicly. Silence removes oxygen, man. I had a quote that I used to keep close, and it says, negative people need negativity like oxygen. When you don't give it to them, you starve them. That rings true when it comes to these provokers. Don't even engage with them, man. Verification over reaction, peace over pride. We got to stop platforming these antagonists, man. When you show that you're not for the culture, we're not for you. That's how it got to be, man. We're watching too much struggle take place, too much carnage, too much chaos, too much pain, too much sorrow. Viewers, or views aren't worth real world harm, man. You got people that'll invite the devil, him or herself, onto their platform for some traction. That's crazy. We got to teach the young people too, man, how outrage is monetized. We have to teach them how to not to allow themselves to be baited into these conflicts, so that they can be exploited. We have to explain, man, and do it thoroughly in breaking down the manipulation tactics that's being used to prey on them and their vulnerabilities. And that takes time, you know what I mean? We have to show them how attention is weaponized. Truth's worth sitting with, man, is not every loud voice deserves influence. That's a truth worth sitting with. Not every loud voice deserves influence. And not every platform deserves support. These chaos merchants thrive where standards disappear. There is no standard anymore. And when you show up and you have a standard, people turn their nose up at you. Right? Progress requires boundaries, not applause. Where's the boundaries? You show up with boundaries and people work hard as they possibly can to try to break them. We need standards in the culture, man. We need boundaries in the culture, and we have to be relentless with establishing them, right? You want to violate my standard? You want to violate my boundary? I'm willing to go to war for it. And I'm a peaceful man. I'm not into it. There's too many young people losing their lives, man. So I want to close with a couple questions, man. If chaos keeps paying, how many imitators will follow? We're already seeing it, out of hand. Who benefits when instability becomes content? They love to see us unstable, man, and that's why they work so hard to keep it so, because they can profit from it. Man, gone are those days, man. Either you standing on the side of the good or you standing on the side of bad. I've seen too much struggle in my life to want to keep this thing. I watched too many people struggle. It don't even have to be. I'm interested to hear what y'all got to say about this specific topic. I started full. I'm empty for now. I love y'all. I'll catch y'all next time.